Melbourne Business School seriously makes the experience so worthwhile. Just because you're online doesn't mean that you're huddled up in the corner somewhere. Instead of just thinking as a traditional business partner, I'm actually thinking like an institutional leader. I know people think accounting is very bland and boring. Yes, there are times when it can be you're just in your spreadsheets doing your thing, but then there are other opportunities where you can really be a people person and talk to people and drive results and get behind the skin of the numbers, if you like, and really figure out, why is this happening? What has happened in the economy? So when I was studying the online Leadership for New Leaders program, I worked at Australian Unity Bank. It's a mutual for members bank. And I was in a business partnering role, but working in a lean accounting and finance team meant that I had a lot of opportunity to work very closely with senior stakeholders. So it was way beyond than just a traditional business partnering role. The pandemic really kind of brought to light how I think the status quo needs to shift. There's a lot of organizations that are becoming leaner and flatter, and the pandemic more recently highlighted how the status quo is shifting and will likely continue to shift into the future. So I think it's very important for emerging current leaders to not just tap into their experience, but also have a robust foundation of leadership frameworks, and that's exactly what this program actually gives you. I think this is an incredible 5-week journey. These guest speakers were typically senior leaders and C-suite executives who were sharing their experiences and reflecting on their challenges from when they were a new leader. And I thought that was incredibly valuable. But Melbourne Business School seriously makes the experience so worthwhile. Just because you're online doesn't mean that you're huddled up in the corner somewhere. I'm very careful in terms of now how I am perceived and how I show up as a leader and how I can manage and influence that perception. The Leadership for New Leaders program, and that is helping me in my current role. I work in the institutional banking division of ANZ. I do a business partnering role in the Australia-Papua New Guinea region and predominantly look at analysing revenue and driving strategic financial outcomes. It's really fine-tuned my strategic thinking skills. Instead of just thinking as a traditional business partner, I'm actually thinking like an institutional leader. What do we need to make decisions? How could we do things differently? If I was leading this segment, what would I have done to, get the results that we need to get to? And this kind of thinking, obviously, it's come from the program I did with Melbourne Business School, and I think it's part also stems from ANZ's culture, where they really encourage you to think beyond your means and step outside your boundaries. I had been thinking of doing my MBA for some time, but I was a bit undecided. The online Leadership for New Leaders program, that really ignited my thirst for knowledge, to be very honest. I just found the whole experience so invaluable, I did not want to stop just there. And also doing the certification, it gave me an insight into what studying at Melbourne Business School would be like. The part-time MBA program has been incredible, actually. I think it goes beyond just the technical concepts of finance, marketing, strategy. There is incredible amount of knowledge that you can amass from literally around you. The peer group is amazing, extremely diverse experience. It's an absolute privilege to be learning from some of the best faculties, best teaching faculties in Melbourne. And all the professors, they're just so passionate about their respective fields, and that really shows when they are teaching us. It's an absolutely incredible experience, and I think that is probably the reason why Melbourne Business School has the brand name, the ranking and the recognition that it does.